latest Poco C3 here in the studio, and we are going to thoroughly test out its build quality in terms of its structural strength, drop impact resistance, quality of its tempered glass protection, and its degree of resistance to liquid damage. Poco did not have a device in their portfolio in the under 10K ultra budget price segment. So here they are introducing the Poco C3, which is starting at just under 7.5K for the base variant. So it should be an ideal starter device for anyone looking for an ultra budget device or a secondary device. But how good or bad is it in regards to its build quality? That's what we are here to find out. It weighs in at 194 grams, a tiny bit towards the heaviest side, though the weight is manageable and should not be an issue at all for those who are used to heavier 200 grams plus models. And at least for the moment, the build quality seems to be positive in my usual trial bend. No free case in the box as expected in an ultra budget starter device. Also, no pre-applied plastic screen protector on the display glass, which was actually present on the Poco M2. In this crash test, we are going to test out the quality of this tempered glass protection on the display in terms of its scratch resistance by rubbing it with a heavy duty blade and common items in pockets. As mentioned earlier, me have always been doing an awesome job in the glass protection department in the past and in the latest devices. This is because they have been using high quality tempered glass protection such as Corning on most of their devices, which has the ability of handling and easily resisting scratch marks from the blade. The funny thing is that some devices fail the blade with ugly scratch marks, even though it's not supposed to according to the Mohs scale of hardness. That's why the blade is of utmost importance as it exposes poor quality glass protection. True to Mi's excellent track record, the Poco C3 passes the scratch test even though it has Panda Glass Protection instead of genuine Corning glass protection. Some important stuff to be noted in connection to water resistance is that the Poco C3 does not have IP rated ingress rating of any kind and is not IP68 water resistant, so it will be extremely dangerous and foolish to completely submerge it underwater as it may get permanently damaged. The SIM tray though does have a white rubber seal on it, something which Poco had claimed during the launch event, and is good to see it actually present here, especially when it is absent even on more costlier mid-range devices. Also, the Poco C3 has P2I splash-proof nano coating, but as you know from previously tested devices, it may not be of much use and can still fail a water test or cause issues like in the recently tested Redmi 9 Prime. In the ongoing oleophobic test, we are checking for a layer of oleophobic coating on the display, which will help in reduction of fingerprint smudges and will also give an ultra smooth feel while touching the screen. There are quite a few devices which do not have an oleophobic coating on them as a cost-cutting measure, and its absence is proved when water sticks to the glass surface and forms a pool. Though there is no such issues here on the Poco C3 as expected, since it does have an oleophobic layer proved by the fact that water is forming spherical droplets on the glass and rolling off the glass surface. Mi devices have a great track record and have never failed our oleophobic test till date. In the light splashing round, we have to keep a close eye on the display because this is where the Redmi Note 8 and later the 9 had suffered from massive black screen issue due to severe and permanent motherboard damage. Also, as some of you might remember, the Redmi 9 Prime during its water test had suffered from headphone icon issue for about 24 hours. Besides these examples, non-IP rated devices in our water test can suffer from temporary issues like screen flicker, blank screen issues where the screen will turn off and on its own, and also irreversible display damage like the Zenfone 5Z. The most common stuff to happen on non-IP rated devices though is low loudness levels from the external speakers along with distorted audio. And in this kind of scenario, if left overexposed, can lead to permanent damage of the sound unit, motherboard or the display unit, or this can last for a few harmless seconds. The good news over here is that the external speakers on the Poco C3 seems to be handling it pretty well until now, signifying no liquid damage has started as yet. Will the Poco C3 be able to cross and survive all the different stages of liquid onslaught or fail like the Redmi Note 9 and 8? The C3 has been pretty awesome in handling every liquid abuse we threw at it, with no damage to the display, sound and the camera unit or internal functions. The Poco C3 passes a water test with no issues without suffering the headphone icon issue of the Redmi 9 Prime, even with few seconds of full submersion underwater. Next, the first drop from pocket height, bottom side facing down. Drop impact resistance from different heights and angles. So moving on, increasing the drop height to 1.6 meters head high, bottom side facing down. Similar to 9 Prime, the Poco C3 also survives the bottom side high drop. Next, second high drop, top side plastic edge facing the marble floor. It looks like the reinforced corners as claimed by Poco seems to be working. No damage till now to either sides. Next, third high drop with live video recording. Camera unit backside facing down. Seems like the triple camera unit has done a fine job of handling the hard drop impact with no damage suffered. Next up, the finale high drop you have been waiting for. Turning on live video recording on the selfie camera. Panda screen side facing down. The Poco C3 has managed to pass the drop test without any major damages, but with just one issue. There was no damages to internal functions, camera or the display unit. After the last finale drop, the display unit did get separated from the plastic body with a large gap. But the issue got instantly solved by pressing with the fingers. Apart from that, the Poco C3 has done great in the drop test. Next, moving on to fun stuff with value. The bend test will give you a clear indication with video proof about the real life structural build quality of devices that the company has given you for your hard-earned money. We are explaining this fact especially for our new viewers or for those who may be constantly perplexed about the reasoning behind the bend test. Now that we have got that out of the way, let's come back to the Poco C3 bend test. It seems to be doing well until now, when high amounts of force is applied from both the display side and the back side of its plastic body. There was no temporary issues of the screen freezing up or any cracks, kinks or breaks near traditionally weak areas like the power button and SIM tray. The degree of bend is low, suggesting that Poco are doing a great job in the build quality department and is heading in the right direction. The Poco C3 easily passes my bend test due to its excellent build quality, use of materials and design.